as we get set for our fourth bout of the evening in the heavyweight division, Kobe Bradford just absolute all smiles during that introduction.
He's happy to be here.
And I got to say, I do not know that I would be that happy to be in there with O'Shea Jordan, but I'm also not Kobe Bradford.
Yeah.
And a nice head kick there for O'Shea early on in this fight.
O'Shea gets those kicks up there fast with that Taekwondo background.
Nice.
And I mean, those leg kicks are absolute logs coming at Kobe Bradford.
Wow. Kobe is coming forward. He does not care.
A little bit of a slip there for Kobe. And O'Shea ends up on top with a lot of time on the clock here.
O'Shea early to go into the ground.
I figured this would go to the ground because both guys wrestle very well.
And this is not a good spot to be early on in the round, especially with Kobe sprinting to the cage the way he did. It's going to take a lot of energy to get O'Shea off of him.
Yeah, a lot of explosion energy because those are big boys.
Yeah,
but Kobe doing a nice job with that wrist control. Looking for a Kimura here.
Kimura grip from Kobe.
And he does have that in pretty tight, but ends up slipping out.
Back up to the feet. Wow. That's a lot of strength from Kobe just to
I was going to say the same thing.
Right up to his feet from there.
Yeah, because O'Shea, it says that he walks around at 260, which is heavier than what Kobe walks around at. So, of course, after the weigh-ins, they'll gain a little bit of their weight back. So for him to just stand up like that is, it's kind of scary.
That was impressive.
O'Shea looking to get the fight back to the floor here with doing a little bit of control work against the cage, but Kobe doing a nice job of, reversing that.
And O'Shea digs those underhooks, and he looks to bring him back down.
And he is just so explosive. O'Shea Jordan with an absolute toss of Kobe Bradford.
Beautiful toss.
It's moves like that gets the entire crowd going and on their feet.
And I mean, the commentating booth here was shaking.
I actually put my hand over my mouth. Oh my goodness.
I know, I didn't want to curse. Great control.
This is pay-per-view, you're all right.
Kobe's trying to make his way back to his feet, but O'Shea is just pressuring him down.
And both gentlemen breathing really heavy at the end of this first round. A lot of explosive movements.
That's a lot of excitement for one 3-minute round. Especially for the big guys. You don't usually see that much happening.
Yeah, I love to see heavyweights being technical. And I mean, just in the beginning, for him to get that kick up that high, I'm like, man, I love it when big guys move like that because so many of them just depend on their weight and that power, and they headhunt and, overextend those punches. And it's nice to see them going in for something a little bit more technical and actually landing.
And as we take a look at the replay here, it was really the wrestling and those explosive takedowns and throws that really made the difference in that first round for O'Shea Jordan. And as we get set here for the second round, give another opportunity to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Boost Finance. And O'Shea immediately takes the center of the cage.
Nice.
And he's kind of telegraphing those kicks just a little bit.
Big overhand almost landed from
If he was setting them up a little bit better, he would absolutely land that high kick that he's been...
Yeah, if he just threw a jab or a hook in front of it.
But he absolutely throws those kicks quick and with a ton of power and force behind him.
He does. Good jabs by O'Shea here. Kobe's just kind of being patient and looking for his right opportunity.
And you got to think that Kobe's also worried about that overextension and O'Shea getting that takedown like we just witnessed.
Beautiful takedown by O'Shea. He knows he has the advantage here against Bradford, just putting his weight on him here.
And O'Shea can stay here all day long. He's in no rush and in no hurry to, really have to do much work here. He can take his time, control Kobe, and really start to set those shots up nicely.
Yeah, he can stay patient and just find his little damaging shots. And good job by Colby recovering back to his guard.
But he's got to do something here. He can't just stay here. He's got to start working, getting on a hip.
Yeah, he definitely can't stay flat on his back.
He can't just rely on the ref to stand it up with inactivity.
Right.
Although O'Shea should be doing a little bit more damage here just so the ref doesn't stand him back up. O'Shea seems to be looking at the ref for some reason.
And O'Shea saw what Kobe was doing there, trying to go for that triangle, was very aware to it.
Yep.
And immediately just steps over into side control.
Yeah, use the correct defense. And Kobe might end up back on top of O'Shea here as he steps over and
he does.
Him down.
Wow. And he ends up in the mount.
See, that's the kind of movement you want to see if you're going to get on top. So O'Shea, he's going to have to move if ever he gets in this position to be on top. You got to take that opportunity to land some shots to the face. I'm not sure why he keeps looking up.
And both gentlemen made a few key errors right there in those exchanges, which ultimately cost both of them the position.
They should have stayed a little bit more patient. They both kind of got overzealous when they got in a dominant position.
Quick. Pictures and video is allowed, although live streaming, we cannot do any live streaming. And also for the safety of the fighters, please make sure that you have your flashes turned off. Thank you.
And as we take a look at the replay here again, it was the takedown from O'Shea that made the difference with absolute ground control. Kobe really hasn't had much of an answer when it comes to the takedown and really the game plan of O'Shea. What does he need to do to make the adjustments here in this third round, Montana?
He just needs to make his way back up if he does get taken down. And he's got to keep his feet underneath him and not get sucked in by O'Shea with those big double legs and slams.
Yeah, and if O'Shea wants to dominate his positions that he has, because he's getting great positions, like we were seeing in this last round, but he wasn't taking that advantage to land those strikes to the head.
And our third round underway. Kobe comes out and lands a beautiful overhand right, but O'Shea right back to the takedown and clinch work up against the cage.
Now Bradford has his own body lock and looking to put O'Shea against the cage.
But O'Shea doing a great job at getting those underhooks again. But Kobe relentless and sweeps his feet out from under him. And right up against the commentator booth. With plenty of time to work, Kobe is in a great position.
O'Shea needs to start using this cage and try and make his way back up and not get flattened out by Kobe. Great pressure by Kobe on top while he's in half guard.
O'Shea looking to push off the cage here and create some space. But Kobe is having none of it and looks like he's transitioning and potentially taking his back here, and he does. And this is not a good spot with 2 minutes to go for O'Shea to be in. And he is just flattened out completely on his stomach. And the challenge with this position is, where does he go from here? He goes, if he transitions and lays flat on his back, then he's in mount, right?
He's going to have to get to his side at all. The two places you don't want to be is flat on your stomach, one, or flat on your back.
Oh, and he's up.
And O'Shea slips out and ends right back on top with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Looking for a rear naked choke here.
Constant movement from these gentlemen.
And it doesn't look like he's got much under the chin. He doesn't. O'Shea's able to slip out, but immediately right back to the work, Kobe goes. And this crowd is going absolutely crazy with under 1 minute to go.
O'Shea has to fight those hands. He's got to get his back to the mat. Kobe keeps slipping underneath under that chin. And he might have it here with 30 seconds to go.
And this is a nasty position for O'Shea to be in. But he's doing a great job at fighting off the hands. With 20 seconds left to go in this fight.
Goodness.
And these gentlemen are going absolutely to the end of the bell with everything they have.
Wow. Kobe's going to finish the fight here on top.
Welcome to PFC22, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
What a fight. And O'Shea took some damage towards the end of that fight and has a nasty mouse under his left eye.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing it on his face. That was a great back and forth fight by both guys.
Yeah, O'Shea gave it all he got. He's still on the ground.
Yeah. You could tell Colby had some experience there with almost 3 times as many fights as O'Shea Jordan.
Yeah, and you can also tell strength-wise, O'Shea seems to be a very strong guy, and Kobe had figured that out. So his fight IQ kicked in, and he says, okay, if this guy's on top of me, I gotta move, and he would get out of those positions and try to get back on top. So I was loving the constant movement from both of these guys.
I wonder if O'Shea's hurt right here or just tired. Yeah, I think he's just tired.
I'm tired. I'm tired from watching it.
Yeah.
Just like all the other fights you've had so far tonight, how about these 2 guys right here? Hey, they left it all here in the cage for you, so give them one last round of applause. And we go to judge's decision. And your winner, by unanimous decision, out of the blue corner, O'Shea Jackpot Jordan.
Winner O'Shea Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. O'Shea, what a fight. It seemed like the wrestling really made the difference. You took some damage later on in the fight. How you feeling?
I feel amazing. It's a tough motherfucker, dude. This is the thing, like, I plan on coming out, establishing my range, getting my jab. He hit me with that Superman punch, all that shit went out the window. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just keep punching, wait for my shot, and I took him down. I seen in his last fights, he gets slammed kind of easy. So I was like, just raise up, and I raised up and slammed him. Got my position. He's slippery and he's strong. 2 bad combinations. So he got out, but you know, I can do better, but I'm happy. I'm happy with the win.
It seems like you took some damage in that 3rd round. How badly were you hurt?
I wasn't hurt. He hit me, though. He did hit me, but I'm never rocked. I'm a damn soldier, you know, so we keep rolling. At Extreme Couture, we never give up. So he had me in a couple chokes, pushed the neck up. We got good technique at our gym. We know how to defend. So shout out to Extreme Couture and shout out to everybody that supports me.
And, you know, we've got a heavyweight tournament going on. So obviously, you know, you're a part of that. What's next for you?
We on our way to the finals, baby. I need my money. Johnny, where we at? I need my money, Johnny.
Johnny Ross, you heard it first. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, O'Shea Jordan.